We've got a rally of hoping for about 200 people to come, really put the pressure on the DNR to say no to PolyMet.
You're going over to the DNR?
Yep, we're going to march over to the DNR, bring some postcards people are signing.
You're planning to come over right by the reporter's side?
The commissioner said that he'll have a delegate there to accept the postcards. So.
What's the latest news on the PolyMet mine?
They are about to release their final environmental impact statement, which is the result of probably 10 years of back and forth and a failed initial version of it, a supplementary version. It's been 10 or 12 years of this. They're releasing what they consider their final environmental impact statement.
Have you seen it?
There's a draft of it that's been out and circulated.
What do you think of it?
I rely on the opinions of people who have the time and expertise to read through it, and they say it stinks. It's not any better than the draft version was.
What's likely to happen?
I think what I hope that happens is that the DNR and the governor of Minnesota look at the proposal, look at the data, and realize this is not a good deal for Minnesotans, and they find a way to say no. Well, PolyMet itself has never mined a thing. They are just what's called a junior miner. They've never run a mine, never operated a mine. One of their largest shareholders is Glencore, and Glencore is a multinational corporation that has a very bad record for human rights abuses, environmental abuses, and all their mines across the world. I believe they're a Swiss company.
Has the governor weighed in at all on this?
He said that this will be one of the most momentous decisions of his time in office. The clearest thing he's been saying is, let's let the process play out. Let's get all the data on the table. So he's holding it pretty close to his chest, but at least I take some heart in that he has not been a big rah-rah supporter of the project. So.
I know this much: 58,000 people commented the last time that DNR asked for Minnesotans' opinion about PolyMet, and 58,000 people responded. A state record. 98% of them said, we don't want this proposal. And yet the DNR is back again, pushing forward with very little, if any, change in the very same proposal that Minnesotans said resoundingly no to. And that's why we're here today, to say, let's put the brakes on this, because Minnesotans don't want it.
What's the timetable on the DNR?
The DNR says that they're likely to publish the final environmental impact statement, which they need to complete in order to try to issue permits in November. And so we're here a couple weeks in advance to let Minnesotans know that this is coming, and also to let them know that now is the time to say stop PolyMet, because if we don't say it now, they may try to ram this through.
Do you know where the governor stands?
The governor has been very clear that he's remaining neutral on this project until the final environmental impact statement is completed, and we don't have any more information than that. Well, I think it's up to Minnesotans to decide that. I think Minnesotans, if they get up in mass and say, no, stop this proposal, I think our governor will listen. I think that but I think we're swimming upstream. We know that the DNR has been pushing this project forward consistently, and we think without listening to Minnesotans' genuine concerns about the impact. Most of copper mines in the world are in very arid regions, and so one of our big concerns is particularly to Minnesota that we have a lot of water here. We're at the top of 3 watersheds. We're at the top of the hill for the 3 largest watersheds in North America, and this mine is proposed to perch right on top of 2 of them.
And you're here to support the mine, is that it?
No, we're here to support the state and the gorgeous North Woods that we have. We've spent 40-some years going up the North Shore and enjoying the Superior Hiking Trail.
Yeah. We have a cyclist here.
Yeah.
You rode in.
I came all the way from the University of Minnesota. Do not want PolyMet in Minnesota mining. They have never proven to be safe. And our water, we have a world water issue. Why in the world are we even thinking of threatening our water? It's never been done safely.
We're trying to cut down the sulfates, and not only do sulfates damage wild rice, sulfates methylate mercury.
Yeah.
And so mercury, we're not going to get away from it. It's going to come out of the sky, elemental mercury from China. But if we can keep from methylating it, it doesn't go up the food chain, the fish and our expectant mothers and babies. And in Minnesota, let's see, Lake Superior watershed, 10% of the newborns have elevated mercury. And they figure it's because the mothers are eating fish. I'm opposed to copper mining, and I'd like to see Minnesota clean up the iron mines. Our iron mines are degrading our public waters. They're not as toxic as copper, but they need to be cleaned up. And the final grind in the taconite operation is the consistency of face powder. So it's going to be fairly soluble, being it's ground that fine. They build their dikes out of coarse tailings, which are not impermeable. It's not like clay. Those coarse tailings are seeping all around. In the case of Mintac, it's around 4 million gallons a day. PolyMet's proposed tailings pond is pretty close to 2.9 million gallons a day. Even though it's not operating, the precipitation, groundwater, that tailings pond is leaking right now as we speak. You know, the solution would probably be tailings ponds that don't leak. And we have had some stability problems with tailings ponds. Hibbing taconite in 2012 had a 1,000-foot crack in the dike. You know, that doesn't make the news, but I saw the permit to repair it, so I know it's a fact.
Are you involved?